All liquid level gauges need to be re-torqued. This is due to gauge gasket compression over a period of time, vibration from a shipment, or from general operation. For this reason, re-torquing your liquid level gauges should be done after installation and also become part of your routine preventative maintenance program. Today, I will explain the proper re-torquing sequence for quality liquid level gauges to ensure trouble-free operation. First of all, check all components carefully for any possible damage incurred during shipment or operation. If any damage is evident or suspected, do not attempt re-torquing the gauge. When the gauge is longer than 4 feet or weighs more than 100 pounds, consider supporting the gauge with brackets, especially when there is any vibration. This will prevent any overloading of the gauge and valve connections. Before any maintenance or re-torquing is done, the gauge should always be isolated from the process system by closing the upper and lower valves. Drain the gauge to relieve the pressure before performing any work. Gauge glass should be given regular and careful attention. Inspect glass for any clouding, etching, scratching, cracks, corrosion. Consideration should be given for the glass and gasket replacement. Make sure that the model number and assembly number is stamped on the nameplate. Also, verify the operating condition at the installation site and that those conditions correspond to the technical data for that particular gauge. Now when all of these items have been checked, it's time to start retorquing your gauge. You will need a calibrated torque wrench and adjust it to 10 foot-pounds. Start in the middle of the gauge and work your way out, putting even pressure dispersion over the glass. You don't want to go from one end to the other and build up all the stresses on the glass and cause a leak or break the glass. Numbers indicate proper bolt torquing sequence. Tighten each nut by 10 foot-pounds as per the sequence chart. Once each nut is tightened, we will need to increase the calibrated torque wrench by 5 foot-pounds and repeat the above process. This needs to be repeated until the torque matches the required torque specifications for the gauge. For Q10 and Q20 gauges, the series torqued to 32 foot-pounds. For Q30 gauges, the series torqued at 42 foot-pounds. All quality gauges should be slowly brought into service. These gauges should be warmed up at a slow and even rate when they are used in a vessel containing hot fluids. This is accomplished by slowly and carefully opening the shutoff valve. Wait until the gauge is fully warmed up and free of any signs of leakage before proceeding with the operating process. The gauges should be isolated periodically for the bolt torque to be checked. The shutoff valve must be fully open while the gauge is in operation. A partially open valve will prevent the automatic ball checks from seating. Caution: never exceed the pressure rating. This could result in mechanical failure of the gauge components and cause a serious personal injury or property damage. For more information on quality liquid level gauges, don't hesitate to visit our website at www.westech-ind.com or call one of our technical specialists at 1-800-912-9262.